For our next item, we're going to recognize the hard work of the city's Animal Control Unit. I'd like to ask Deputy Chief Tim Schattler and Animal Control Supervisor Floyd Womble to join us at the podium. I'm glad we have some of the members of the City Animal Control Unit joining us in the audience today as well, because their efforts have earned the city a very prestigious award. The Animal Control Unit has been selected as the recipient of the 2008 National Animal Control Outstanding Agency Award. Animal Control, a division of the Detention and Enforcement Department, was considered along with other agencies from across the United States for this award, and our unit was recognized as the very best. The Animal Control Unit has a long history of providing public service dating back to the 1950s. The unit currently consists of 12 certified officers and 2 supervisors. The unit is responsible for enforcement, animal impounds, cruelty investigations, and public education. Animal Control's jurisdiction covers 140 square miles, and the unit averages more than 35,000 calls for service annually. Over the past year, the Animal Control Unit has worked hard to improve its operational effectiveness, increasing its public education campaign, and honing the skills of animal control officers. For example, average response times have decreased despite several animal control officers retiring and their positions being left vacant pursuant to our city policies. Animal control officers also increased their public education efforts to include organizing several community pet fairs to educate the public on the responsibilities as animal owners and to offer free services such as microchips, vaccinations, licenses, and spay and neuter procedures. I'd like to ask all of the animal control officers who are in attendance here to please stand up so we can give you a round of applause. Folks? I've got to deviate real fast. I had an experience with animal control. I have a koi pond in my backyard, and I love my koi more than life itself. They're beautiful fish. They've lived for tens and tens of years, and they're my joy. And one day, a rotten blue heron came into my neighborhood, and he had the greatest eyesight in the world because he dove from a wire right into my biggest koi and put his beak right through the poor koi's head. So I wanted to kill this blue heron. I called up my mayor pro tem, who is an excellent marksman, but he was afraid to get involved because of PETA, and I had to do it myself. So I set up a net with little ribbons on it, and then I made a loud sound, and the bird flew. And I saw that when he was trying to get away from me, he broke his right wing. So don't feel sorry for this bird. So I went after him. I figured it was even then, that I could catch a bird with a broken right wing. And when I finally got him to the point where I was going to whack him, my heart began to bleed for the poor bird and his right wing. So what I did is I called up our animal control officers, and they came out and they took this bird to a vet, and the vet set the bird's right wing in a cast. And then they drove the bird out to Lake Mead so it could be with other birds. 2 days later, the stinking same bird was in my backyard. I am not going to tell you the end of the story. All right. Tim, here's our proclamation. Declare this Animal Control Unit Day in the city of Las Vegas, and we ask all of our citizens to congratulate this division for winning the prestigious Outstanding Agency Award.
Thank you. First off, I'd like to thank the mayor and council and city manager's office for their support, because without that, our officers couldn't go out and do the great job that they do every day. Secondly, on behalf of Chief Coyne, who couldn't be here, and George Dorsey, who's the manager of Animal Control, and myself, we just want to express how proud we are of these officers. There's only 12 officers and 2 supervisors who do all those things that the mayor said, answer the 37 or so thousand calls, and patrol the 140 acres or square miles of the city. So they work very hard, they're passionate about their jobs, and they love them, and without all of those things, we wouldn't have received this award. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Good job. I know you do. Okay, for our next item, our Mayor Pro Tem Gary Reese will recognize the efforts made by a group of citizens coming together in one of our neighborhoods. Mayor Pro Tem.
I'm really short today. Not this way. I'm not going to take much time, Mayor. Mr. White, will you please come forward? And Mr. White has some hardware he would like to pass out. Earl White has been one of our neighborhood activists for many years. He's always done a fantastic job getting people to do things that they really don't want to do. But Earl, I'll let you explain what we've done.
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem Reese. Thank you, Council.